What's up guys, Jared Davis from Jared Davis Outdoors here today to review the Storm Searchbait 360. This bait was developed from what the manufacturer said to be able to cast 360 degrees out of your boat and catch fish. So, what do I think about it? We'll start out, the bait comes just like this. You've got a head, in this case I've got the 1/4 ounce head. One thing I love about this is it does have rattles. I know with this camera and setup you probably cannot hear those rattles, but it does have a rattle, and I don't know of many swim baits that have a rattle like this. The second thing, you just thread it on like a normal swim bait, but this has a channel in it right here for you to run the hook through, and it goes all the way out to the back, so there's no guessing, there's no trying to keep it centered. So you just literally thread it on, try to keep that in that tube, it pops out right there, and you're set. Just like that. So there's 3 ways to break down the review of this bait. First, we're going to take a look at the action, then we're going to look at bites, then we're going to look at how easy it is to set fish on this lure. So let's start out the action. The action is awesome, as you can see right here in this video clip. It's got a really cool motion to it. So I give Storm thumbs up on that end of it. Second off, let's take a look at the bites that it produces. Literally the first cast that I made with this bait on the lake that I was fishing that day, boom, bite. Had a fish, good bite, and set the hook, and we'll get to that part of it here in a moment, but literally I threw this probably 8 consecutive times and had at least 6 bites on it just the first time that I used it, and varying speeds. And that's one thing that they say, you don't want to do anything extra. You just want to steady retrieve, you want to burn it over grass, vary your retrieve speed a little bit, but other than that you don't want to do too much else. So now let's check out the hook set on this. The hook set on this thing is, I'm not really giving it a very good rating. As a matter of fact, if you watched one of my previous videos, I talked about how frustrating it was because I would have fish, I would get the hook set on them, but keeping them on was ridiculous. And I think that I may have this figured out. So we've got this hook right here. We've got 2 good inches of space left back here. And what those fish were doing is they were actually getting this. I mean, if you think about it, as the fish is coming, that's touching the back of his throat before he's ever even around the hook. So really what was happening is by the time I would get the hook set, I would barely have them hooked in the corner of the side of their mouth with just a little bit of skin, and they were shaking off almost every time. If I had a fish jump, I typically lost it. So overall guys, I encourage you, go ahead and buy you one of these packs, reasonably priced, like $7, $8 max for a pack of 3. Another thing that I do wish that they had was I just sell the heads by themselves. First cast from the bank, just wanting to try it out, got it snagged on a log, lost it. Drove my kayak all over the place looking for it, never could find it, lost for good. And guess what? I now don't have a head to match that color body. So I'm gonna have some mismatching colors. Hopefully the fish don't mind. Overall though guys, I say this is a pretty decent bait. It's gonna have a place in my tackle box. I'm gonna fish it. So go and check it out. It's the Storm Searchbait 360. Thanks for watching this Jared Davis Outdoors review. We hope to be doing several of these in the future, so stay tuned to our channel for more reviews just like this one.